Hi. It is nice to meet you. My name is Beth and you have been nominated by one of our clients to complete an online interview with me today. You might wonder how a virtual interview works and might feel disappointed that I am not a real person, but I am sure you are going to enjoy our interaction today. This is just the first interview and shortlisted candidates will be invited to a second interview as part of the recruitment process. Before we go any further, let's make sure you are able to use your camera and audio devices to record your answers. A test screen is going to be displayed. Please follow the instructions to record yourself. Make sure that you are able to see and hear yourself when the video plays back to you.
Checking audio and visual. Checking audio and visual.
The process you just followed will be repeated for all the interview questions we will be covering today. If you follow the instructions carefully, you will be just fine. The interview will consist of 3 questions in total. Please speak about your role in each situation and what you did to solve it. Let's get started with the first question. We all have times when the responsibility of our jobs are overwhelming. Give me a specific example of a time when you felt overwhelmed and how you dealt with it.
If I can remember, when I came back from maternity leave, we're a company of 8 branches and 1,200 staff, and I was part of the recruitment team. I came back from maternity leave and there was a really backlog on vacancies, and they wanted to open a new branch in 2 to 3 months' time. So I needed to help with the backlog of all the vacancies, as well as the new branch that was of 120 positions. So it was very overwhelming coming back from maternity leave into that environment. How I dealt with it is I'm a tick box kind of person, so things must make sense for me, there must be a plan. So we kind of prioritize which vacancies were the most important, and if there's any possible candidates from other branches that wanted to join the new branch. And yeah, so we met with the recruitment team and we got together with a plan. So that helped a lot with not being so overwhelming and just putting processes in place. If I can remember, when I came back from maternity leave.
Well done. Let's move on to the second question. Tell me about a situation when you took a risk to resolve conflict. What was the conflict about, and what was the result of the risk you took?
Our office team dynamic on the HR team was we had 2 IR specialists, and there were a lot of recruitment, and then HR administrators. So I was part of the recruitment team and the talent management team. So I didn't do a lot with the IR side. And that specific day, both of our managers who deals with those situations, one was in a meeting and the other one was leave, and the manager phoned and asked advice about a staff incident, and he needed some guidance. So that was a bit risky for me because it wasn't part of my expertise, but through the little bit of knowledge I had, I could advise them. And the risk for me was in confidence, I like to talk what I know best. But all I did then just to handle the situation is advise them, and then I just wrote an email to the manager and saying this was the situation, this is what I advised him, can you please be in contact with management regarding the situation if you need to change the process or advise any further. Office.
Let's move on to the third question. Tell me about a time when you had to work closely with others, building and maintaining relationships in order to accomplish a task. Explain the situation to me, and tell me how satisfied or dissatisfied you were with that, and why.
A situation where I had to work with lots of different people at different levels was I had an opportunity to launch a talent management program. So I had the opportunity to work from directors to lower level staff, and yeah, that made me had to work with managers, HODs, directors, and yeah, I think what made me a little bit dissatisfied was the talent management program was exciting and it was new, and obviously I put all my effort and energy into it, and I think what was dissatisfying was not everyone shared the same excitement and joy towards it. And I think it was important to remember that not everyone, everyone's busy with their core jobs, and talent management is always seen as an extra. So to keep in mind that it's a process and it's new to staff, and yeah, you got to take them along the journey and tell them about what the future would hold if we invest now. A situation where
Thank you for taking the time to complete the interview with me. To successfully upload your interview, please wait till you see the interview finished notification.